Hello, good morning, happy Monday. I hope everyone has had a fantastic weekend. So I am here to do a collective reading for you, okay? Now before I get started, I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me, of hearing it and me saying it, but I have to say it unfortunately. If you would like to watch this reading completely in full, because they do tend to go on for around 30 to 40 minutes, you can do so over on my YouTube channel, okay? Now in order to get to my YouTube, all you have to do, it's really simple, go to my TikTok profile. Under my profile picture, you will see a YouTube tab. Click that and it will take you directly to my channel. Now, if you're feeling extra kind and lovely today, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me if you do feel I resonate with you as a reader, okay? Because you're not going to connect with every reader here on TikTok. What else is it I need to say? Right, I've got one more private reading available. I only release 3 at a time. 2 got booked up pretty quickly. So if you would like to book a private reading with me, there is one more available. There is also an option for you to fast track the reading should you feel as though you need clarity sooner than the average waiting time. In order to book a reading with me, again, head to my TikTok profile. There is a Etsy link. It's called the Tarot Hut. If you click that, it will take you to my Etsy shop. And that is where you will be able to book a reading with me. Now, I've been drawn to change decks this morning. I don't usually use this deck. This is the Gilded Tarot deck. I absolutely love this deck. The illustrations are beautiful, but they are somewhat different to the original kind of Rider-Waite illustrations that you're probably used to. I am going to use the Rider-Waite deck to clarify, but yeah, I was really drawn to use this deck. I haven't used this deck in a very long time, but honestly, it is just beautiful, and you'll see when I start showing you some of these cards. Right, give me one more. What on earth is going on here? Guys, this is, okay. King of Wands, the Tower, 2 of Wands. Right, okay. At the bottom, we have the Empress, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 6 of Wands. Okie doke, right. We start here with a masculine. Now, this masculine is coming across as a King of Wands energy. So we're looking at a masculine here who is quite mature, quite independent, somebody who perhaps is not afraid to speak their truth. This is somebody who, has very healthy, firm boundaries within their own kind of aura. King of Wands is also somebody that speaks up, right? So I'm wondering what's gone on here, because following on from that energy, we have the Tower. Look how cool this Tower is in this deck. I just love it. The Tower being some kind of sudden change, whether that is, physically, whether that is within energy. It could also allude to some kind of news. Something shocking has happened. There's been some kind of sudden change in circumstances or even perspective. Obviously, like I said, I will dive deeper. I always dive deeper because I'm just so nosy and I like to get to the bottom of everything. 2 of Wands. This masculine is almost in a state of, there's 2 different paths in which this masculine can take, and they're at the moment just taking a moment of pause and really in deep contemplation about which path to take here, okay? I feel as though, like I said, this masculine has had some kind of sudden shock or news or a change of perspective, or something's definitely changed here. Now at the bottom here, we do have an Empress. So this definitely is in regards to an Empress. This is in regards to some kind of romantic connection, okay? Whatever this news is, whatever this sudden strike of change is, it affects the connection between this masculine and this Empress, okay? 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands speaks about fast incoming communication. Again, just look at these cards. They are just beautiful. Look at them. Fast incoming communication. This is consistent. This isn't communication that is like stop-start. This isn't communication where you feel confused. This is consistent. This is truth. This is, I don't want there to be any miscommunication here. Therefore, it's going to be consistent. It's going to be fast. It's going to be full on, right? And then we have a 6 of Wands, which is speaking all about like a victorious energy. There is success within the 6 of Wands. So what has happened here? All I can see so far, 8 of Swords. All I can see so far is that we have a masculine, we have a feminine, we have a sudden change of some sort. Again, we'll look into that, which has thrown this masculine into a state of having to make some kind of choice, having to make some kind of decision. It's almost like an epiphany of some sort, right? We have a feminine here who is fully in their power. This feminine radiates femininity, you know, they are almost goddess-like. They are somebody who has, I feel, done a lot of self-growth, whether that's spiritual, emotional, physical. They're Empress status, so this is like a full advanced spiritual being that we have here. Again, 8 of Wands, fast in communication, and then we have a success energy. Right, I need to find out what on earth is going on here, because there's definitely been some kind of change, some kind of news. So let's be nosy. Let's find out what's going on here. Tell me more about this King of Wands energy. Now, this King of Wands, again, I feel very strongly is a masculine who wants to flip all over the place. Oh, really? Do you have to spoil the King of Wands with the 7 of Swords? Damn it. Give me one more, please, for this King of Wands. And make it a good one. 6 of Cups. Okay. Interesting. So, again, I speak of the King of Wands. Mature, strong, independent, isn't afraid to speak their truth, isn't afraid to stand up for what it is they truly believe to be right. On the other hand, we have the 7 of Swords, which is kind of the complete opposite. So I'm wondering if this is how the masculine is showing up in life to those around them. Perhaps this is almost like an alter ego kind of thing. This is the person they dream to be, they want to manifest being, they're working towards being. The 7 of Swords, again, is the complete opposite. 7 of Swords is sneaky, they're manipulative, they're game playing. They, they manipulate certain situations for them to always come out on top. They're somebody you cannot trust. They're not very honest, okay? Now, again, we also have the 6 of Cups here. They're definitely thinking about a past connection here, and I do feel very strongly that it is the connection they shared with this Empress. Now, the way in which they're viewing this feminine, this Empress, is actually somebody who they feel very connected with. They feel as though perhaps they have shared past lives with this feminine. It's a sense of, when you meet somebody and there's like an automatic connection, there is that sense and that feeling of, I feel like I've known you all my life, or I feel like I've loved you in previous lifetimes, right? There was an instant kind of acknowledgement when these two met. And also feeling for this masculine, or feeling as though they can truly be their most authentic self. They don't have to put on this show of, manipulation or dishonesty, or just sneaking around. It's almost like this feminine made them feel as though they were the King of Wands, which is the person I feel as though they really truly want to embody here. I'm going to be honest, I don't know if I like this energy, because I almost feel as though, and I haven't gone any further into it yet, but I almost feel as though they took this this feminine here for a bit of a ride. Okay, and that's not cool, that's not good. What is this Tower? I want to find out what this Tower energy is. What's happened here within the masculine's life, within their energy? 9 of Cups, right, okay. So it's something to do with the connection. Queen of Cups, 5 of Swords. Oh, okay, bottom of the deck we have the 5 of Pentacles, okay, right. The feminine's having second thoughts, right. The Tower moment, the striking sudden change, the sudden news that has hit this masculine's life is that actually the person who they feel strongly connected to here with the 6 of Cups energy is also somebody who they view as their wish fulfillment. Okay, somebody again who they really do feel ticks a lot of their boxes for them. This is somebody they feel as though they could have a very abundant, happy, loving connection with. It's almost like when this masculine really thinks about things, and again I do feel as though these two are in separation, so there is an element of, because there is that separation here, it allows the masculine more time to really think. They're thinking back to the connection they shared with this feminine and feeling as though, I've never felt this way about anybody before. Like, I've never felt this close to anybody. I've never felt this connected to anybody. I've never really met anybody who truly ticks every single box that I'm looking for within a life partner. They're viewing this feminine as somebody who embodies the Queen of Cups energy. And I always say this: if you are looking to date somebody, you really want to be looking to date somebody who has the Queen of Cups qualities, right? The characteristics, the personality, because they really do value love. They value loyalty. They value honesty. But on top of that, they are just, all the good stuff when it comes to love. They are so loving, so kind, so nurturing. They will literally be your best friend. When I think of, Bonnie and Clyde, it's the Queen of Cups. They're not going to let you down. They are going to be there for you consistently, no matter what, okay? The Queen of Cups also allows or even encourages the other person within the connection. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be any kind of relationship that they have in their life. They encourage people to come to them as themselves. You can show up as your most truest, authentic self, and I'm going to love you unconditionally. So again, that element of, I've never met anybody I feel this connected to before. I've never met anybody who loves the same way as this feminine does. Five of Swords. I don't quite know what happened here. Again, I will find out. But there's definitely a sense of this masculine was wearing some kind of mask, okay? I do see here that the feminine did leave the connection. They completely froze this masculine out because they're having second thoughts about whether or not they want to pursue this connection. And again, it could be because they found something out about the masculine. It could be that they figured out that this masculine is, somebody untrustworthy, somebody who is kind of game playing, and they didn't like that kind of energy. Because if you have a Queen of Cups who literally is just so honest and so pure, they literally wear their heart on their sleeve. If they feel as though they're being taken advantage of in any way, shape or form, again, doesn't even have to be romantically, they will put that boundary in place and they will withdraw that energy or their energy, right? And I feel as though this is what's happened here. Now the masculine is in the Five of Swords energy, so very defensive kind of fight or flight. It's almost like they feel as though they're having to watch their back or look over their shoulders. There's a sense of like anxiety here, a sense of like just being on edge. Okay, now again, it could be that this feminine found something out. It could be again that they've just figured out who this masculine is, and they don't quite like the fact that they show up in life as the Seven of Swords. But there's definitely been a disconnect here. That the feminine chose to walk away because they're having a change of heart. They're having a change of perspective when it comes to this masculine, right? Maybe this masculine isn't somebody who I should be pursuing. Maybe this masculine isn't somebody who I could trust and really put my whole being into, because the foundation is very rocky, right? So again, the feminine could have said to this masculine, listen, I don't like the way you move. I don't like the way you're showing up. I don't like the lies. I don't like the dishonesty. I don't like the game playing. It's almost like you're showing up as this King of Wands energy, but you're showing me Seven of Swords vibes. Which one are you? Which one are you? I can't trust that. Tell me more about this Two of Wands, please. Again, this was definitely the masculine's energy. Eight of Wands. Again, we have the Eight of Wands. So that's twice that's come out here. So a real sense of having to communicate, but there's a sense of urgency here. I thought that was the Empress. It is the Queen of Pentacles, though. The decision that they're having to really think about at the moment is whether or not they should communicate with the feminine. Because again, with the Tower being there, the Tower does have like a huge impact on somebody's overall outlook on the situation. So it could be that perhaps, again, the fact the feminine chose to walk away and perhaps said to this masculine, like, I see straight through you. You can't play this game with me. If you're going to be in that Seven of Swords energy, guess what? I'm not entertaining this. You will lose me. I will move on, and I will move on and find a new romantic partner, right? Now, again, this masculine's viewing this feminine as somebody who, A, they've never connected so deeply with. B, this is a complete wish fulfillment for me. And C, the way this feminine loves me is just magical. When I see Queen of Cups, I do see Divine Feminine. And Divine Feminine is such an advanced spiritual being. So there is that sense and element, again, of I don't think that I would ever meet somebody who I feel this connected to. I am in love with this feminine. Why they chose to play this game, I don't know. Perhaps it's a question I can ask further on into the reading. Two of Wands, yeah. There's definitely this element at the moment. I want to say this is current energy. Do I communicate with the feminine? What do I say? How do I go about it? How do I explain that actually, yes, I was coming from a place of dishonesty and game playing, because, well, there's some that they owe this feminine some kind of explanation. The Queen of Pentacles being present here, I think that the masculine is perhaps shocked at how maturely this feminine has disconnected entirely from the connection. I think they're also shocked at the fact that the feminine has said, listen, I'm not playing games with you. Like, I am mature. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Empress. The Empress doesn't play silly games, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, because they've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got 500 t-shirts. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste my energy. If this is how you feel is the correct way to pursue me, it gives me the ick. I'm not interested. Tell me more about this Empress, please. Ooh, those two, did you see that? I wasn't imagining that, was I? The Five of Pentacles and the Hangman wanted to come out again. I'm not going to take them, but again, I just want to relay that message of they genuinely, the feminine has had a change of heart. They've had a change of perspective here. They have decided, I don't want any part of this anymore. So something's definitely gone down here. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're not even in that indecisive energy. They've come way out of that. They've made a decision. I'm going to continue moving forward because I'm not dealing with clowns. I am Empress status. I'm not going to deal with anyone clowning around with me. Eight of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So they've made that decision. The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups upright speaks about leaving somebody or a certain situation because emotionally these cups aren't being fulfilled anymore, right? Now, the fact that that's come out alongside the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's almost like, I don't know, like, if perhaps these two have been in this connection for a while, they've been dating for a while, I feel perhaps in the past, the Empress was working through their own things, whether that was healing, inner work, inner child healing, whatever. And they had quite a lot of difficulties in disconnecting from this person. Again, with the tower just keeps screaming out at me. This feminine has definitely found something out here. They found something out. And whatever they found out was enough for them to go, right, done. Literally done. Now, when you are in that position where you know you're fully done with a situation, the other person's going to know about it entirely. And it's not even because of like lack of communication. It genuinely is like, I will disappear from your life. You know, don't test me. I will quite happily disappear from your life. You won't see me. You won't hear of my name. You will never be able to find me anywhere. Like, I will literally act as though you never existed in my life. And again, it genuinely is because of the way this masculine has treated this feminine. Because remember, this feminine is actually the Queen of Cups. Has, full of so much love to give to somebody. But don't take advantage of the Queen of Cups. This is what's happened here. There was no question around it. Once this feminine caught wind of whatever this news was, whatever this kind of light bulb moment was, or the flip of the switch, they were like, I don't even have to think about this. I am gone. I'm going to ask what that tower is, because it's something powerful enough for this feminine to go, right, that switch is off, I'm out of here. Okay, Eight of Wands is being clarified here by none other than the Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Now, this is giving me the vibe of this masculine is fully aware that this feminine has now reached Empress status. The Empress has come out twice again. Very much close to each other as well. So up here is that decision of what do I say? How do I communicate? What, you know, are they even going to give me the time of day? Down here, it's more of a, if they're going to communicate, they need to come correctly, because the Empress is not going to allow that type of energy anymore, the Seven of Swords energy. If you're coming to communicate with me, and I'm speaking on behalf of the feminine, if you're going to come in and communicate with me, you better come in with truth. You better come in as yourself. You better not be coming in to try and fool me, to lie to me, because again, there's been some kind of truth that's come out here. I will not accept anything other than the truth. And guess what? I will know if you're lying to me. I will know if you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes once again. So again, there is that anxiety from the masculine side of shit, like they know the truth. I can't hide anything anymore. I can't, you know, try and manipulate situations for them to believe a different story. Again, I don't particularly like this masculine's energy. There is a sense here, though, like I said, the moment the feminine really did withdrew, happy Monday. The moment the feminine did withdraw from the connection was the moment that the masculine started thinking really heavily. Now, the only thing I can think of here, right, forgive me if I'm wrong, I'm just speaking out loud, but say this masculine had this feminine fooled, told them a bunch of lies, told them a bunch of twisted stories, didn't, you know, would tell them half a story and leave out the ending or leave out the truth, right? There is a sense of the masculine having control still of the feminine's emotions, because the feminine doesn't quite know the truth. So I can kind of pull the wool over their eyes. I can kind of lie and manipulate the story for me to come out looking the best, for me to come out being on top here. Again, King of Wands energy. But all of a sudden, the Tower strikes, a sudden change, sudden news, truth coming to light, and it's, oh my God, the feminine is seeing me for who I truly am. And once the feminine saw them for who they truly were, the feminine was like, hell no, I am out of here. Absolutely not. I've been through this kind of situation recently, but the difference is I gave this person the opportunity to speak to me. I gave them the opportunity to come in to communicate with me truthfully, honestly, because I knew everything at that point, and they refused. That's the only difference. But I have been through very similar recently, where I learnt the truth of a person, I learnt the truth of a situation, and gave myself closure, basically, because they weren't at all the person who they portrayed themselves to be. Therefore, I fell in love with a completely fictional character. They weren't real. The story they gave me was just that. It was a story. Okay, what do we have here? We have the Hanged Man in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles upright, and that is clarifying that Six of Wands energy. Now, again, the Six of Wands speaks about success, right? A successful energy. This is positive energy. Hanged Man in reverse. We saw the Hanged Man, didn't we, come up, but it came out upright for the feminine's energy. Change of perspective. Do you know what's interesting? And I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I don't think this King of Pentacles is this past masculine. I need to ask, why am I feeling that? Why am I feeling like that King of Pentacles is somebody entirely different? Tell me more about this King of Pentacles. Four of Swords in reverse. Page of Pentacles. Eight of Wands. There is an Eight of Wands again. Okay, no. Right, I think I get it. So this is the same masculine. This is the same masculine, right? But this is almost like them. This is the true them. Now remember, as I started the reading, they were portraying themselves as the King of Wands, right? Mature, independent, passionate, fiery. I live my own life. I live my own truth. Nobody has control over my decisions. I speak for myself. I speak up for what I believe to be right. Now, generally, you know, those kind of qualities within a masculine, a feminine would be attracted to, right? Somebody who can lead, somebody who is mature, somebody independent, somebody who's not afraid to hurt other people's feelings in order to protect theirs, right? That is an attractive, you know, bunch of qualities that a feminine could look at for a masculine. But remember, oh God, what they've really complicated matters here, haven't they? If this is your story, your person has really complicated matters for themselves. Almost like I want to say, well, what was the point? What was the point in all that? Because I feel as though with the Queen of Cups being here present, if you had come to the Queen of Cups as your most authentic self and saying, well, actually, this is the truth of my past situation. This is what's going on in my life. Yada yada yada. The Queen of Cups, being the queen, being, you know, the type of person they are, would have said, okay, let me help you. Okay, let me love you. Let me nurture you. If you are honest and truthful with me, I will give you the same energy. We all have a past, right? We can't go back and change what we've done or said in the past, mistakes we've made, but we can take accountability for it here in the present, and we can choose to move forward in a completely different way. And again, those are the kind of characteristics the Queen of Cups embodies. So this is how they showed up. The Seven of Swords was who they truly were. Lying, manipulation, dishonesty, game playing. I can't read this any other way, right? We've had the Eight of Wands come out 3 times. I felt like this was a completely different masculine. It's not. It's the same masculine, but this is who they really are. And the King of Pentacles is very much like that King of Wands energy, but a lot more stable. So they're coming in without wanting to play the games, without wanting to be dishonest or lie, or, you know, they don't want there to be any game playing. This is somebody very stable, a very mature masculine who wants to offer you the stability, the commitment, but it's almost if they come in asking for a complete fresh start here, because they acknowledge that actually the way in which they behaved here in the past wasn't it. They can see where they've gone wrong. There's regret here. There's a complete change of perspective. There's epiphany. There's all sorts. Man, like I've just lost somebody who genuinely, like, I feel so connected to. Somebody who I feel I can build a life with. They're my wish fulfillment. They'd love me like no one ever has before. 4 of Swords in reverse. There is an element here where perhaps the feminine has been completely unaware to the fact that this has actually affected this masculine. There could have been a lack of communication here, and this is why the feminine is again very much unaware that the masculine has actually been struggling since the separation, and since finding out that the feminine found out some kind of truth about them. There was an element of, again, withdrawing, going within, a sense of solitude, full of stress, full of anxiety, very much like I want to hide myself away. It's in reverse. So something changes here, something sparks something within them. It could be that actually the fear of completely losing this feminine, again, the person who they feel so deeply connected to, the person they're so in love with, that could be enough to spark them to actually show up as themselves and be vulnerable and just be honest, right? There could have been a fear here of, if the feminine sees or knows who I truly am or where I've been in my past, they might not even have this attraction towards me. So there was this element of, if I show up as the person the feminine wants me to be, they will fall in love with me. But my gosh. There's a couple of questions I need to ask. One about the Tower. The other one, what was the other one? Oh yeah, what happened? Well, how am I gonna remember that? Okay, right. Do you know what? I have a memory of a goldfish. So let me ask the second question first, because otherwise I forget. What did the masculine? Because something has gone wrong here. No, right, okay. Let me ask the truth. What is this sudden Tower moment? What is the sudden truth that the feminine found out about the masculine? because this has had a huge effect on the connection, to the point where the feminines had a complete change of heart, a complete change of perspective, and said, well, actually, I'm kind of living my own story here. Like, this isn't real. This isn't real life. There's no real love here. This was fake. Tell me about this Tower, please. 9 of Cups. Okay. Tell me more about this Tower. Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. The Moon, High Priestess, King of Wands. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's happened here. And there is a sense of, and I'm just gonna ask for some more clarification, but I am getting a sense here of, actually this is a repeated pattern from the masculine, where they come in all guns blazing. We have an Ace of Pentacles here, we have a 9 of Cups, almost I want to say love bombing, which isn't good, it is abuse, okay? But I get a sense of them coming in love bombing, which makes sense because they came in as the King of Wands. Wow, you can't make this shit up. King of Wands, Ace of Cups. They came in like this, offering this brand new start for the feminine, this overflowing cup of feelings, emotions, and, you know, this is going to be an amazing connection that we share. But it's almost like they've done this numerous times in the past, right? The only difference here is actually they were dealing with a High Priestess, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles kind of sussed it out. They sussed them out. So there could have been a lot of questions. We have a High Priestess. So the High Priestess always felt as though the masculine was putting on some kind of mask, or wasn't quite telling them the truth of the situation. You can't lie to a High Priestess. The High Priestess doesn't even have to be told information. The High Priestess feels that you're being dishonest. The High Priestess will have dreams of you being dishonest. The High Priestess will have, you know, visions of you being dishonest. They don't even have to find truth out. And this is what's happened here. They've done the usual, gone in all guns blazing, man, you're everything I've ever wished for and more. Ace of Pentacles, let's work towards a long-term commitment. 3 of Pentacles, I want to work with you. We're a team. At the beginning, relationships that they've been in have always been reciprocated energy, equal give and take. And it is, genuinely, it's the love bombing stage. Because once the other person falls deeply in love with them, or, you know, begins to really trust them, they pull back. 7 of Pentacles, a feeling of, what's the word? God, I always get stuck with my words. A feeling of, like, feeling disgruntled. Why do they always feel like that? The Moon, obviously speaking about, look how beautiful this is, speaking about the things that have been hidden here. But again, you can't hide or lie to a High Priestess. They feel shit. They see shit. Oh man, what have you done here? Is this what I'm feeling here? Tell me more about this 9 of Cups, please. Ooh, High Priestess there again. Wow. 9 of Cups. You're my wish fulfillment. Now again, this is so interesting, because it's almost like this is how this masculine has always approached the potential lover, right? In order to pursue the relationship, this is how they've always approached the other person. You are my wish fulfillment. You are everything I've ever wanted and more. You tick every single box for me, right? But listen, in the past, they have said that to people who they actually don't feel that way about. I'm not saying there wasn't any initial attraction there or any romance or anything, but there's almost a sense of that was their game. That's how they know they can get somebody interested in them. The difference with this particular feminine in question here within this storyline is actually this masculine was hugely attracted to the feminine. There's a great deal of sense of attraction here. There's also a sense of, I really like how this feminine speaks up for themselves. I really like how they carry themselves. I like the fact that they are not afraid to show up in life as they truly are. With the sunflower being here present as well, there's an element of, man, this feminine's been through a lot, and look at them, like they're still showing up in life. They're still looking good, dressing good, smelling good. They look fantastic. I can't believe everything they've been through. They're still here smiling, still wanting to explore love. 7 of Wands. It's like they did the same thing. They followed the same past behavioural patterns. But again, the difference here was that actually they did fall deeply in love with this feminine. The 7 of Wands is being here because they then felt as though, whoa, I don't think I'm good enough for this person. Again, in the past, they have shown up this way, but they've almost tricked people into believing them. And I think perhaps people haven't questioned them in the past. They haven't questioned their intentions. They haven't questioned their dishonesty in any way or anything like that. They've gotten away with it for a very long time with past people. With you, it was almost like instant, like, I don't fucking think so. Excuse my French, but like, I ain't playing this game with you, honey. I am the High Priestess. I will know if you are not being truthful with me. And you can bet your bloody house on the fact that I'm going to question you about it, and I'm going to hold you accountable, because you're not going to pull the wool over my eyes. So that's where the defensiveness came in here quite quickly with the masculine's energy. The feminine started questioning them. The feminine had suspicions pretty much from the get-go. 10 of Pentacles. Give me one more, please. Thank you. 9 of Swords. Okay. They definitely came in, oh man, this is not good. This is toxic. This is toxic. This is abusive. Like I said, love bombing. But I also see here even more love bombing with the fact that not only did they come with the Ace of Pentacles, I really want to work with you and build some kind of future with you. There was this promise, this kind of dream that was sold to the feminine of, I want the family unit, I want the home together, I want this and I want that, and I feel I can do it with you, I can have that with you. You can trust in me. We're going to have a future together, right? This is what the masculine does. This masculine has done this in every other relationship they've ever pursued in their life. Again, the reason why they choose to do that is because they don't feel good enough within themselves. They felt as though this was the only way to get a feminine's interest. So they love bomb, and this is typical narcissistic abuse. They love bomb to the point where the feminine is in an emotional chokehold. They're stuck, blindfolded, bounded, surrounded by swords. I can't get out of this. It's almost like past relationships or past lovers they've had have almost like been scratching their head questioning, like, why are they behaving this way? Why have they pulled back? Why are they not showing up the same way they did in the past? But there was never any kind of deep digging here. There was never any questions. There was never any like, but why? They almost kind of just got on with it. Oh, I'll just accept that. An Empress does not accept that. This masculine met their match. They met the person who was going to hold them accountable. And that is what has gone wrong here. Tell me more about this 3 of Pentacles, please. I want to work with you. Power couple. Team vibes. You can trust me. I will not let you down. But again, it was false promises. It was false hope. This masculine had no intention. The difference is that actually this masculine fell madly in love with this feminine. And now they're in a state of frenzy. Oh my God, I can't believe that I've lost this person. 2 of Cups. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, look, King of Wands. King of Wands. Which has been prominent within this reading, throughout this whole reading actually. King of Wands, it's the same card, it's just this one is the Rider-Waite. Yeah, this game, this trick, it didn't work on this feminine basically. This is what they do, they show up as the King of Wands. I called it at the beginning of the reading. If I show up this way, if I bring about a sense of a lot of passion, if I make this the feminine or any feminine, because again, I'm referring back to past people who they've dated or been romantic with. If I come in, sweep them off their feet, romance them, love bomb them, get them to the point where they really fall deeply in love with me and almost become dependent on me, I can then withdraw with that Seven of Pentacles. Again, that feeling of feeling disgruntled. And it's because they don't feel good enough within themselves. If I do all that, bam, I'm in a long-term relationship, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, whatever. The feminine who I'm currently dating is not questioning my behaviour. They're not questioning me. They're not holding me accountable. I can do whatever I want. But I've still got somebody to go home to. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not with this particular feminine anyway. Not with this Empress. And again, this Empress is actually somebody they've fallen madly in love with. So guess what? You're going to have to fix up. You're going to have to change your ways. You're going to have to look in the mirror and ask yourself why you keep repeating the same behavioural pattern, why you keep playing situations, especially romantic situations, in this way. What they've experienced in the past with past people has not been love. It's not been romantic. There's been like nothing within that connection. It's just a sense of saying, I have a partner and I have somebody to go home to. Because, I don't know, there's a sense with this person of almost feeling embarrassed if they don't have somebody. Because people start questioning, well, why are you single? Or why have you been single for this amount of time, you know? So they like to be or have somebody there to say, well, I have a romantic partner, or I have somebody to go home to. Because they almost want to keep up appearances, right? King of Wands. Yeah, like I'm the cool dude. I can get any girl that I want, right? No. Absolutely not. This feminine who I'm talking about here has completely shaken up this masculine's world. I can't behave like this. I genuinely am in love with this feminine. They see straight through me. I can't lie to them. There's not been one lie that this person has said that the feminine has fully believed. Again, if you're lying to somebody this spiritually advanced, somebody who is deeply connected to their intuition, deeply connected to their ancestors, their spiritual team, I'm telling you now, they dream it, they feel it. You can't lie to those kinds of people. You shouldn't be lying to anybody. But to think you can fool a high priestess and empress, you've totally got it wrong. You got it completely twisted. Two of Cups. High priestess. Okay. The masculine is now realising that actually, and this is going to end the reading beautifully, because it's almost, I've seen a beginning, a middle, and I'm seeing an ending now, right? And we saw that with the Six of Wands, successful energy, them coming in as the King of Pentacles, so stable, there's no more lies. We saw the 3 cards coming out for the communication, the 8 of Wands. They've learned a huge lesson here. And it's not just because they've been caught out by this feminine, it's not that at all. There is a sense here of, well, actually, I have very deep feelings and emotions for this feminine. I have never felt this way about anyone before. I may have come in with the intention of love bombing. I may have come in with the intention of only being or sticking around for a few months, waiting for them to fall deeply head over heels in love with me, and then I pull back. But actually, it's almost like them doing that, reaching that point when they start to pull back. What they've realised is actually it hurts them more than anybody. They want to be with this feminine. They want to explore a relationship with this feminine. It's just got really messed up and twisted along the way. And this is why I said, why? Why go about it this way? Why do it? There's been a huge lesson here. The truth that came out was the fact that this masculine is just repeating the same pattern, the same cycle over and over and over and over again. But again, if you're the feminine to which this story resonates with, you've sparked some kind of change in them, some kind of epiphany, a change in perspective. And they're coming in to communicate with you. They're very heavy on that. It's come out 3 times. They're very heavy on the fact that they're going to come in and communicate with you. My only advice I could give here is really the ball is going to be in your court. Okay, what you choose to do with this is entirely up to you. I'm not telling you what to do. Everyone has free will, and you have to make a decision fully based around what it is that is going to be best for your life. If they're coming in as the King of Pentacles, show me. And I'm not saying show me for the next 2 or 3 months. It's going to take way longer than that, because remember, this is a behavioural pattern that this person continuously repeats. After a few months, they withdraw. They've done it for every single relationship they've ever been in. So you want to say to this masculine, okay, you're coming back. You're claiming to be the King of Pentacles. You're claiming I can trust you. You're claiming that, you know, you really want to move forward with me. Show me. And it's not going to be a quick fix, and it's not going to be easy for the masculine. But genuinely, if you want to pursue me properly, you want to show me I can trust you, you want to show me who you truly, really are, show me. Okay? I feel like the sassy big sister sometimes when I do these readings, because I'm like, no, don't play anybody like this, whether you're male or female. Like, that is just not the way to go. That's not the way to be. You're gonna get burned. Eventually you're gonna get burned, right? Especially if you keep repeating the same shit, the same behavioural patterns, etc., etc. You will eventually get burned. You will eventually face your karma. And the karma here really was that actually they genuinely fell in love with this feminine, but completely messed it up to the feminine, for the feminine to look at this masculine and say, actually, I've had a sudden change of heart. I don't want to pursue this anymore. That is when this masculine's world has almost turned upside down. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that there as we're 46 minutes in. But yes, that was today's reading. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated with you. Like I said, if you do enjoy my readings, please consider hitting that subscribe button. For me, it would really, really help my channel's growth. And thank you all for those of you who have recently subscribed as well. My channel has come on leaps and bounds. Thank you all for being here, and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.